I'm going to talk about one thing you don't know about financial services is just the sheer amount of scams and fraud that goes on. And I know what you're probably thinking. Well, yeah, counterfeiting money, bad checks, fake checks, and we run into that a lot. But counterfeit bills, they come in, I don't know, once every 2 months, and they're easy to spot. Like, they blatantly feel like notebook paper, and bills don't feel like that. I mean, those are easy to spot. That's not really an issue. Counterfeiting's hard. Anybody that tries to do it, and can do it well, good luck to them. And fake checks, those are easy to spot too, because they'll come in, the customer's like, well, I got this $50,000 check in the mail. Is it legit? And they'll hand it to us, and we'll be like, no. How do you know by touching it? Yeah, we can tell by feel. And we'll tell them, were you expecting the money? No, it just came in the mail randomly. Then it's not legitimate. If something's too good to be true, it is. And we have to keep the check. And I mean, bad check writers, those are like, you used to have processing delays, so you could try to get away with it. Because even now, people still do it. Like, you pay your rent with a check. Like, I wrote a check for my mortgage Wednesday, and it hadn't gone through yet, so I still got the float going on until it goes through. So that's still alive and well. And then kiting still kind of works, but it's kind of a myth. Like, it doesn't, like, you scan it now. Like, with modern scanning technology, you can't kite. And here's what kiting is. Like, if you ever seen the movie Catch Me If You Can, that's what he kind of pulled. You would say you get an account at Wells Fargo with $50 in it, and you write a check on that account for 100 and deposit it in your account at Chase Bank that has $100 in it. And then you write a check from that Chase Bank account for 200 to a credit union that has 300, and then you write a check for 500 and put it in your Wells Fargo account. Sounds complicated? That's because it is. And that you float the funds and make it seem like you have more money than you do. But it doesn't really work like it used to. We can tell, oh, there's not enough money in this account. You get an NSF fee, and that's that. Now, at the credit union I worked at, people were much less sophisticated. You could deposit via an envelope. You had to have an envelope. So you could deposit on a Sunday and say there was $10,000 in there when there was only 100, and you could go out and spend that money because the credit union's like, they trusted you to do that. Now, when they caught you, they closed your account, because naturally we had people that abused that system, but I always thought that was pretty funny. But more importantly, we're on to the other much worse stuff. One of the things I run into is, and it's kind of sad, which they all are, is the honeypot scheme. The honeypot scheme, people will write letters to old widows, probably like my dad, and talk them into sending them money, setting a bunch of stuff up. Because I had several customers that come in, they were like 70-year-old men. He's like, yeah, I got to send money to my girlfriend in Africa. She's in the Marine Corps. And first and foremost, you could be dating a younger woman, but there are not many women that are in the Marine Corps in their 40s. I mean, there could be. What do I know? But just trying to figure that out. And I'm like, all right, well, where are they stationed? Because, funnily enough, I picked up a thing or two about the Marine Corps from, just reading. There's one Marine Corps base in Africa, and it is in Djibouti. And they'll be like, well, it's in the Congo. Then your girlfriend doesn't exist. And they'll be like, oh, and then we'll have to send them to a certain apartment, because elder abuse is bad. Like, there are people that will call old people, your account's been hacked. quickly give me your social security number and account information so we can fix it. And then it'll be all sad and stuff. And when they give out the information, they frantically come in to see us. Help me, I gave out my account information and social security number. It is all your fault somehow. And we'll try to help them. And there's people like preying on older people that don't know any better. You see it all the time with scams like, hey, send us $800 or we're going to burn your house down. I mean, it's horrible preying on that, but we see it all the time. And there's new scams every day. Like people come in to open accounts, they'll deposit fake checks, and then they would come up with the wildest stuff. So, I opened this account and my car got stolen and my account information was left in the car, sitting wide open so the thief could see it. I also left my debit card out with the PIN number written down so they took my debit card and it was them that deposited the fraudulent checks. Okay, did you do a police report? No, but it was not me that deposited the fraudulent checks. And that's what's called friendly fraud. If you're stupid enough to leave your information out, it's on you. It's not one of those things where if I left my card out and my sister took it and bought a flat screen TV, I can't be like, oh, well, that was fraud. She took it. What happened? Well, I left it on the table and she inconveniently took it from me. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that money back. That's not how it works. You're not gonna get the benefit of the doubt on that. But I mean, that's just some of the stuff I see. Like they'll deposit the fake checks. They'll immediately go to Walmart and buy gift cards. They'll have to send them back, and then they'll come to whatever bank and like, well, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. But that's just some of the fraud you see, and you just wouldn't believe it.